bird watching in Mazatlán, Mexico. I was trying to go scuba diving today, but that didn't pan out, and instead we went bird watching through Holland America's tours on the Zand Dam. We started off by taking a bus to the fishing docks, where we piled onto our ferry boat. From there, we set out onto the bay. Our guide stopped for a bit to feed the birds in the bay and let us help feed them. Immediately we got swarmed by pelicans and frigate birds. Watching all of the different birds around the harbor was interesting, needless to say. The ones near the boat were very hungry and did everything they could to get a fish. The tour online said it was a boat ride through marsh and mangroves, but we ended up spending an hour and a half in the bay before we even hit the mangroves. Knowing this, we were not very thrilled to spend most of the tour around the industrious side of the harbor.
Fish on a stick.
Moving on, our guide did a great job of explaining the fishing industry while we cruised through the fleet of fishing vessels lined up ready for this season. A few of the birds didn't leave and wanted to make sure we were out of fish completely. They leaned down as close as they could to the bucket to try and get the easy feast, but our guide was nice enough to assist them. On we cruised, moving away from the harbor and more towards the beauty of the green mangroves.
The coast, but mostly in
Eventually, our guide ran out of fish and we turned up the speed and hunt for some birds. As you can see, the boat hugged the middle more so in some spots, so if you have binoculars or a long zoom lens on your camera, be sure to bring them so you can spot wildlife on the edges. To be honest, this tour felt more like a bird feeding show and leisure boat ride through the harbor than being in the mangroves looking for birds. It was completely fine to be doing that, but I wish the tour description specified that more. As you can see, we did get to go through the mangroves and see a few birds, but for only about 10 minutes total. Being in the mangroves felt amazing, and is what we were looking forward to. There was so much more diverse wildlife all along the edges back in the trees. If you look closely on the ground, there are tiny crabs with oversized claws in the next clip. There was an entire army of them all over the place. Eventually, we made it to the end of the line and got out for a walk through the mangroves.
There was a monkey in here.
What'd you think of the boat ride?
It was really pretty. I like the end better than the beginning. And it's a long time that you're on the water, so be prepared.
Yeah, on the water for
don't
about
drink
an
a
hour and
bunch
a half.
of water before you get on the boat.
Oh, then you're gonna have to wee all the way. At our stop, we decided to get some fresh coconuts off the tree. I was shocked because I've never seen any this big before. Oh, how is
That's really good.
Huge! Look at that size of that. Cheers.
Really good. It's so good.
After resting for about 10 minutes, we loaded up on an open-air truck and moved on to the next stop, passing by lots of agricultural land. For lunch, we stopped at a beachside resort, and shortly after, I wanted to cool off. We just got done with lunch. It was very nice. Had a very big assortment of stuff, and now I'm trying to go out and snorkel and see what I can find. I think it's just gonna be sandy bottom, so it's probably not gonna be a whole lot of anything. But we'll see if I'm wrong. In the water, there were lots of bait balls. We left the beach in the same truck and loaded up onto another ferry boat to take us back across the harbor to the fishing docks, where we loaded up our bus to get back to the ship. Overall, I would give this tour a 2 out of 5, based on what the description told us and all of the modes of transportation we had to take.